Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day that we're gonna drop another top 10 video, and this top 10 is the top 10 that most of the people is asking me for, and that's Alliance Battle Legend top 10. And I already did a meta list for this game mode, you know, the best supports, leads and characters you should use for Fracture. But if you are into Zero, where should you start for DPS wise at least? I mean, I can't really go top 10 supports, top 10 leaderships and stuff like that. You could tell me down below in the description if you want to see something like that. But I'm going straight to one by one from number 10 to number 1. In my opinion, what you should invest first until, last to get more out of your characters. I mean, less cost, multiple days, CDPs, builds, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's go. Let's start and let's go to the number 10. But before we go through that, make sure that you're gonna smash the like button, support the channel and subscribe also. And yes, let's go through this list, guys. Number 10 is Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch. You could use her only in Universal Female Day, and she is, pretty much the best for this day. The other competitors are Thina, which is Paywall, and Crystal Wall. Of course, Wanda costs a lot, but the good part with Wanda is that you can use her to both days of ABX and Alliance Battle Legend. And also she's good with the same build, CDP of Rage always. She's really good for World Boss Legend too. So yes, number 10 you should invest is Wanda Maximoff, because she can participate only one day of Alliance Battle Legend. I'm not gonna say for the free day, but only for the day that she is, specific used as a universal female. Let's go to the number 9. In the 9th place is Loki. Loki TVA Loki, the one with CDP of Rage on him, and you can use him as a universal alien and a universal male. He's usable 2 times, and he's the best for a universal, it's villain alien, villain alien, which is a really rare tag. The other one you could use, it's like Gore, which is bad. It's Thanos, it's Null. There is not a lot of characters to utilize. And Loki, guys, it's so cheap. If you compare with the others, you have options to choose. Loki is the cheapest guy there, and you could use him instead of Thor in the day of Universal Male. You could take advantage of Loki. If you are missing Thor, you can take advantage of him 2 times per... in the 14 days, you can use him 2 times. But you can't use him in the day that you need alien, superhero and male. But you can use him in the universal male and into villain alien. Okay, so that's why he's 9 states. He's in the 9th place. Okay, let's go to the number 8. The number 8 in my list is my favorite tier 4, and I'm trying to be objective, seeing without my personal favorite characters. I mean, Iron Man is my favorite, but I'm gonna drop him below in the top 8 of the list, because he don't have his specific day. There's no basically blast hero or blast human or something like that day in ABL, but you could go through, utilize his old uniform, superior uniform, the old uniform, superior Iron Man, and take advantage of blast universal. He's not the best there. Yeah, Mephisto is better than him, but the point is that I can't really go and drop a name like Mephisto in this tier list, a native tier 3 character that he's going to be outdated very soon. I mean, Mephisto is top tier for ABX both days, and he's really good for ABL also. But you can't really go and spend for him if you're a new player and you don't know where to start, or if you want to invest your resources only for Alliance Battle Legend because the rewards are awesome, because you're crazy, I'm not sure. I would tell you, go build Iron Man, have him for no restriction day, because he's one of the best for no restriction days with his new uniform, and with this uniform he's the second best. I mean, he is not in the power level of Mephisto. He is like 1 million less or half perhaps if you play perfect with the superior uniform. But this uniform here drops 7 million, Alliance Battle Legend, easy peasy with the fracture ability. Of course, whatever I'm saying, it's having to do with fracture, you know. He got fracture on his second skill, he got fracture on his first skill. He's really easy to use, and I'm having him into the 8th place only because there is no specific day for him, but you can utilize him in Blast Villain Day and no restriction, really easy. Let's go to the next one, the number 6. For number 6, I'm going through Moon Knight. Moon Knight is usable for the Combat Hero Day, the Human Combat Day, but you can't really use him as a villain. So there is one day he's missing. You can't use him. You can use him once in every 14 days, like Iron Man. But you can utilize him also in the free day. He's really nice. He can do fracture. He's really cool. Of course, if you have him tier 4, he's way better, but as a tier 3 level 80, he can pull out a lot of damage, you know? So, in my opinion, he is like in front of Iron Man because he got his own day and he's really cool. Believe me, guys, I've seen people doing huge amount of scores with Moon Knight. He's really cheap. You know, he's a Awakened character. You can go level 80 with him, drop him a raid. I mean, there is people using energy on him, but for Alliance Battle Legend, it's really hard to have everything, you know, proccing proper and running and doing everything as you wish for. So yeah, let's go to the 6th guy. Oh, of course, guys, everything I'm saying, it's about CTP of raids, right? This game mode seems to be really good with CTP of raids, like ABX, like ABL, it is. So yeah, let's go to the number 6. Number 6, in my opinion, is Storm, and she is in number 6, perhaps because it's a paywall uniform. It's a uniform that you can take once in every 6 months, but she's out of your mind good. I mean, even level 80, she's really easy to cap 4 million. And with her CTP of Raids, level 80 tier 3 of course, and with her latest uniform, and if you have the perfect team ups like Kate leadership, like Dazzler, I mean everything is paywall, I know, but I'm talking about the super high level content that you can, if you get here, you can have one per week, you know, the mutant stuff. There is no other mutant into this tier list because there is no other mutant doing that much damage. Guys, she's out of your mind good, and if you are planning to invest on Black Friday or in the Christmas or whenever she's gonna be able to get here, she's totally worth it. Until there is other how is the name of the characters, mutants, X-Men, you know, there's no second thought. She is the best. I mean, after Namor perhaps, but still she's the only blast mutant also. So she's having her use every single week, and she's a totally win if you have her tier 4 or not. Let's go to the number 5. Number 5 is Venom, and he is in the same position with Moon Knight. You can use him only on hero, human, combat characters. He's usable with raids. But the good part with Venom is that he's doing a lot of damage with that raid. I mean, Moon Knight, perhaps you could use an energy for Wall Boss Legend and he could perform better and stuff like that. But Venom, with the raids, he's destroying GBR, he's destroying ABL, he's destroying ABX. He's really nice and easy to play. Moon Knight is also easy, but Venom, I mean, I really love him. That's why he's in front of Moon Knight, okay? Okay, it is what it is. Let's go to the 4th into this list, and let's see. The 4th character you should check on, guys. Yes, it is. It is the only character in the top 5 that she is level 70 tier 3. She's from the cheap ones, and with the CTP of raids, she's doing out of your mind good damage for ABL, yes? She's the only character that I'm able to do 5 million 5 million in 4 separate days into 14 days of rotation. And what I'm talking about, you can utilize here as a human female, you can utilize here as a speed female, as a human speed female, you can utilize here in no restriction. She is so good. All these days the fracture is on her kid, you don't need to swap, you don't need to bring other characters. You have she's getting buffed from leadership buff of White Fox. She's doing really nice with the CTP of raids. She's flying through the stage. I had Mighty Distraction on here and I swapped it into a raid and I'm doing 5 million like a boss, bro. I did a video yesterday to showcase here swapping from Mighty Distraction to raid, but she's out of your mind good. She's totally worth it to place here. And yes, she is the 4th character you should invest on. And this top 10, guys, it's not about, you know, you don't really need 10 characters for ABL. You need like 5 to 6 characters to have them really good builded. But I'm dropping here the choices you have, and you have to choose yourself, you know. You can't really go build Venom and Moon Knight and tell me, you know, okay, I built Venom and Moon Knight, I'm okay now, desperate. No, you're not. You should go and choose characters that they are filling different days, you know. If you build Kamala and Venom, you want to build someone like Iron Man or Loki to cap 2 days, you know. But yeah, let's go to the number 3 of this list. And for number 3, you should go for Thor. Guys, Thor, even as a tier 3 level 80, doing really nice damage with the CTP of raids. He really need his tier 4 to have the fracture on his kit and doing easier your life. But still, if you have like characters like how it's called, I mean, there is a lot that you could choose. There is Silver Surfer, there is multiple characters that they can do fracture, and there is not a lot of supports in the days that he's playing, but he can participate 2 times. If you invest on him, level 80 tier 3, he can pull out 2.5 easy peasy on multiple days. So he is a win-win with the raids. He is really usable for ABX also, but you would prefer Wanda. But still, yeah, he's really cool for World Boss Legend and GBR with the same build. So he's a win-win. I would definitely build him. He totally worth it for this spot, Dimension Rifts. I'm using him on Dimension Rift, even as tier 3 level 80. He's totally worth it. And let's go to the second one. I mean, the number 2 of this list is no one else than Hulk, Fear itself. And I mean, this dude is one of the only characters, I mean, he and one more Kamala and one more Black Widow, that they are able to be used in multiple days. I mean, more than 2 times per week. He can be usable for combat human, and he can be usable for villain human combat. Combat villain human. Or something like that, yeah. But it's 2 times combat, one is villain, one is hero or human. So you can use him all these 3 days of the 14 days on the current meta. So the value is out of your mind. He can do 4.5 or 5 million as a tier 4 and with a PvP build. I mean, you can have him for Alliance Tournament, Alliance Conquest, Timeline Battle, whatever PvP you play, and still utilizing him in ABL as a tier 3 level 80, but as a tier 4, he's out of your mind good. He got fracture on his first skill, on his third skill, and on his 5th skill, I think, but he's out of your mind good. I mean, even after the nerf he gonna get, I mean, the less buff they're gonna give him after the patch, I'm pretty much sure that he's not gonna drop a lot. I mean, still, using a character 3 days per week, per 2 weeks is a lot, And let's go to our number 1. And the number 1 is no one other than Natasha Romanoff. And she is the number 1 only because she is usable for multiple days as Kamala Khan. As a tier 4, she is out of your mind must. You have her and doing all the seasons, all the days. I mean, I'm talking about seasons. What I'm talking about, I mean, they're gonna swap this fracture thing, and it's gonna be once per 4 weeks. But we are still in the fracture and the month swapped, so I'm not sure how much time we're gonna have for fracture or not. But with the fractures, you don't have as a tier 3. Kamala Khan as a tier 3 level 80 is better than Black Widow tier 3 level 80. But as a tier 4, Black Widow is out of your mind good. He can utilize a striker to get the fracture, so she's getting more damage out of her tier 4, way more than Kamala. But to be honest guys, Kamala, it's my choice. I'm using Kamala at the moment until I build her for tier 4. Don't rush anything, don't go and build the characters I told you. Think really good, search more videos in the YouTube. What I'm saying, it's not even the things I'm going to do. I mean, I'm talking about Black Widow being the best on this list, and it is, in my opinion, it's the best character to tier 4 for Alliance Battle Legend at the moment. But you have to consider that if you can do whatever I'm saying that you are going to do with Black Widow, with Kamala Khan, you should wait and invest on the next character we're gonna get, like Luna perhaps, or wait for Carnage. Carnage, if he get a tier 4, is he having any place in this list? I'm not sure guys. I mean, if you get him and you put him into your list, why using him instead of Hulk, where you can use him for PvP also, and he got pretty much the same tags? I mean, there is a lot of questions, there is a lot of things you only know about your account. I'm not someone who gonna tell you what to do, but that's my opinion and the 10 characters that feels like if you wanna start from 0, you have to start from these characters. The first character you need to tier 4 is Natasha Romanoff 100%. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me know down below in the no description, in the comments, let me know what you think about my list. Drop your own list. Tell me that I'm completely garbage and I did mistakes. Tell me whatever you want, guys. Drop your opinion down below in the comments and see you in the next. Of course, I'm gonna make a comment myself and suggest me things to do, top 10 lists in the future. See ya!